Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. This episode is going to be fully dedicated to the 13 bosses in the Garden of Assemblage, the Data Organization 13. We're going to do all 13 with the pro codes on, and we're going to have a real good time with it. I'll be back with you in a second here after this cutscene. Hope you enjoy.
Well, look at you.
Thanks. I finally fulfilled my promise to you.
You did. Now there's nothing left for me to teach you. You're a true Keyblade master. Not to mention a great leader to those around you. You've even found the strength to save your friends.
It's not enough.
The very fact that you were able to make your way here proves just how strong you are. That is why I called for you.
Well, that's the reason?
You expected more?
Yes.
Hey, you two! What's so funny?
It's a secret.
Aw, come on, tell me!
Are you sure about this?
Yes, but don't worry. I'm not alone this time.
Yeah. Good luck.
But if we still remember him, then he must still be with us.
Yes, that would stand to reason.
But we've been searching everywhere for Sora, and we haven't found a single clue. If he's really out there, don't you think we would have found something by now?
Sid's been looking into the data for a year now. Aren't the people at the castle doing the same thing? No one's found anything yet?
Well, it's outside their field of expertise.
Come on, Sid. Can you throw us a bone here, please?
Be quiet! I'm trying! I'm this close to something, I know it!
Sid, you are a million times worse than a broken record.
By the way, how are the others?
Well, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are searching for clues in every past world that Sora's been to. Terra, Ven, and Aqua went to the Realm of Darkness, and the Twilight Town gang are studying Roxas and Shion's memories.
And what about Kairi?
Kairi. She believes her heart might hold a clue about Sora. For a year, she's been sound asleep while they search her heart.
So there's been no progress.
What in the...
Huh?
What in the world is this?
What is it?
This computer, the one in Twilight Town, and the one in the castle are all connected to the same network. They sent me all of their data, and I merged it with the stuff I already had, and looky here.
Oh, Sora.
Sora's inside the computer?
No, that's just the data I constructed based on Sora and his fighting abilities.
So you gave us a heart attack for nothing?
No, that group Sora was fighting, battalion something? Well, I recreated their data too.
The real Organization 13. Maybe their data will lead us to where Sora is.
Well, it crossed my mind, but I must be better at this than I thought, because their data, it's so powerful I can't access any of it.
Can you use Sora's data to gain access?
Oh, good idea. Worth a shot.
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, so here is Merlin's house. This is just a little room for like lore. You can talk to your friends here and they say cool things.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Sora's data will pull it off somehow. After all, it's Sora.
If it's the real organization, I wish I could take them on instead.
Sora's data's been completely recreated.
Cool. So this is the main panel. What we care about here is the data analysis. The data grading is kind of like a scene builder where you can put people around in poses in different areas, kind of have it set up the way you want, live out your fanfic fantasies, whatever you want to do there. But what we're going to focus on in this episode is the data analysis section. And what this section is the 13 data organization boss fights. These are supered up versions of the fights that we've already kind of done a little bit of. And they're really, really intricate. They have desperation moves. They have multiple phases. They have retaliations and tricky intentional ways to trip you up. And we're going to go through all 13 of them with the pro codes on and learn them. It's going to be a lot of fun. To be honest, I'm not going to worry about learning them with the pro codes off, because when you do that, you tend to pick up little habits that become muscle memory that then when you turn the pro codes off, you can't lean on them anymore. And it creates more issues than you would have solved by just learning the fight with the pro codes on in the first place. So we're just going to tackle them as best we can, starting with what I consider to be the easiest Luxord, and then working our way up to some of the harder ones. Obviously, Xion and Master Xehanort will be last because they're not available until then. I guess the only other thing to talk about is what this video is really going to be. Because when I first started making this episode, my goal, or my idea, I guess is the better way of saying it, it was to put together a bit more of a comprehensive all-pro code tutorial guide for these 13 fights, to give you more information on how to approach them and how to beat them and what you needed to do to take them out. And what I found in my gameplay was, through the use of other tutorials that exist that are already way better than anything I could create through you, and viewing things like other speedrunners videos, well, I say other speedrunners, I mean speedrunners videos. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not fast at all. But by viewing speedrunners videos and watching, honestly, Pedro's Gaming Corner is the videos that I use to get the initial rundown on each of these fights as I got into them, and that dude makes some fantastic videos, excellent content, and the Kingdom Hearts Data 13 fights and the Yozora tutorial are all really, really good baselines for getting yourself familiar with these fights. So I would suggest that. I'm going to link that in the comments below as well, just so that, credit's given where it's due. But I'm not going to make a tutorial out of this because there's other things that are better, and the reality is 9 of the 13 fights that you're about to see me fight are what I would call drivable fights, in that they do the same thing in the same order if you do the same thing in the same order every single time you fight them. So they're less boss encounters and more like really intricate DDR fights tracks. It's like memory and melody stuff if you really think about it. So even with those, the majority of the learning curve was fighting them enough times to get comfortable with the windows and the openings and whatnot, and then punishing them over and over, and also taking advantage of the fact that we farmed out max stats to really, really just beat on these bosses. So with that said, I'm not going to speak on each of these fights. I'm not going to tell you all the things that I did or learned unless it's like really relevant or something that I feel is a little neat idiosyncrasis trick outside of the norm. I'm just going to let you see me get the kills on the bosses. I will link my abilities and stuff below in my description so that you know generally how I was built, although if you watch me fight, it's also pretty clear what abilities I have equipped, because most of them are readable in the way that Sora uses his abilities and how his attacks come out. But yeah, this is just going to be 13 data fights getting beat up really hard. A couple of thoughts here and there as we do it, and a fun showcase of us getting through what was one of the most fun 13 boss challenge rush encounter thingies I have done in a very long time. I like really hard boss fights, and these were some really fun boss fights. So we're going to start with Luxord, and well, first we're going to start with getting our food buff on. The thing about food is that there's really not a bad food buff to get. I guess Berserk Charge can mess with your tempo a little bit and your finishes, so you might not want that. But mostly, we really just want some extra stats. It's every little bit helps, and even that's not the biggest deal. If we get lucky in something like Hearty Meal Pops, that's super ideal, but it's not going to be the difference between getting a kill or not in any of these fights for us, really.
This one isn't responding yet. I guess I need to check these.
Now, let the game begin. The game continues.
Back off! Back off! Yeah! It's over!
Pick a card.
Back at you!
Choose wisely. Let's play, Sora. Closely.
Yeah, this guy takes this guy gets one KO in on us before we get our kill, and I'm just going to keep it in so you can get a just an initial view on my abilities, as well as see me make my equipment swap here. One of the things that's unique to Luxord is that his Desperation move allows you to have a ton of movement, and you can use that to turn your Forest class for HP Walker into effectively infinite health during his desperation move. So I set those things up, and then we go and take this guy out.
It's more fun when you beat the odds.
Back off! It's over!
On to the next game. Do you think you can find me? Figure the rules out. Closely. I have you!
Back off! Take this!
The game continues.
Take this!
Let's play, Sora. Figure the rules out. Now, let the game begin. Figure the rules out. Live dangerously, Sora. Let's start over. Live dangerously, Sora. Figure the rules out. Figure the rules out. Figure the rules out. I always win in the end. Over here. Figure the rules out. Figure the rules out. Shuffle. Where'd I go? Pick a card. Over here. I have you. Well done. It's more fun when you beat the odds. Choose wisely. Do you think you can find me? Figure the rules out. Figure the rules out. Figure the rules out. Impressive.
There he goes. Admittedly, there's a little bit of luck in that one, but Luxord's whole thing is luck, so we're gonna take that. Alright, so next is going to be young Xehanort. He is one of the drivable fights. He does the same stuff in the same order every time. I think the real tricky thing with him that took me the longest was figuring out his desperation moves. The first one at 50% isn't too rough because, you know, you can kind of just see that first whip happen and then get your easy timing in. The second one's a little bit weirder because you got to go a little faster with it, and then you got to worry about those icicles. But we get through it, even if it's not the cleanest kill. And it's a pretty fun time. So here is young Xehanort.
Back at you! Take this! You're through! So long! Back at you! Back off! Take this! Back off! Got him! Go! Take this! Yeah! Back off! Take this!
Time stop.
stop. Back at ya! Take this! Back at ya! So long! Yeah! Back off!
Time to stop.
Take this! Back at ya! So long! Stop it! Back off!
That's checkmate. Go.
Take this! Over here!
Exit the stage.
Like I said, it could have been a little cleaner, but hey, we got him. Good stuff. Next we are going to move on to Xigbar, who is another drivable fight. Honestly, the thing with Xigbar that gave me the hardest time was dealing with his, this one's special ability, where he shoots up into the sky and makes that cone come down from the top. It's easy to deal with here in this first donut phase because it doesn't reach you before the phase dissipates and you can just kind of ignore it. But in the main phase, you do have to get inside of it while still staying on the control and beating on the boss and everything. So I found that challenging, and the way I got around it was ultimately by skipping it. Specifically, I waited until he used his, it, and then I immediately would put him into a showdown, and then try and push him immediately into his desperation move. And then after his desperation move, because he goes right back into his rotation, and it's the same rotation, that basically gives you the maximum amount of time before he is going to use it again. And I try to just push through him as fast as I can so that I don't have to deal with it a second time. And with max stats, we're able to get there just in time. So here's my first attempt, and then we'll show you the final attempt. All in all, this guy took me about an hour of attempts, and he's pretty fun. Here's Xigbar.
See ya!
Hey, what?
This is the end of the road for you.
So what do you think?
Back off! Yeah! It's over!
Hey, watch it!
Yeah! Back off!
Hey, watch it! This one's special!
Yes! Yes!
So what do you think? Heads up! Yeah! Gotcha! You better run!
Back off!
Hey, watch it! Heads up! Gotcha!
Back at you!
Yeah!
So long! Yeah! Back off! Yes!
Take this!
So long! Yeah! See ya! Yeah!
Hey, watch it! Take ass!
Yes! 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 So long!
Hey, watch it! Start dancing! Oh yeah?
Yeah! See ya!
Hey, watch it!
Back off! Over here! Yeah!
Hey, watch it! Let's make it interesting! Ah, you can't get away! You better run! You better run! Hey, watch it! Heads up!
Back off! So long! It's over!
Hey, watch it!
Take this! See ya!
And there we go. That is Xigbar. So now we are going to turn our attention to some of the less drivable fights. We're going to look at Data Vanitas next. So there's kind of two things about Data Vanitas. One is counter kick is way better than counter slash or counter impact against him. And the other thing is that 80% of that fight's difficulty is in the sub 50% desperation move that he uses, where he surrounds himself with keyblades and throws the shadows and the orbs and the energy at you. It's just a lot of stuff. Mostly my focus on this fight is in reprising and getting the wind slashes and the volcanic eruptions from underneath. Outside of that, I'm looking to cancel that desperation move by flow stepping into him and hitting him, and that is the only thing I'm looking at after he gets to 50%. once that is taken care of, the rest of the fight is pretty much just a one-on-one duel where once you get the timings for these fireballs and his other drops, that you can just kind of get on him and punish him. It's not too challenging of a fight. Counter kick really does give you a lot more of a forward momentum way to get at him after you block things, so I would definitely suggest making that switch. But we got through this guy without an incredible amount of trouble, specifically because we were focusing so heavily on the desperation move skip. As you'll see on my kill shot, we're basically looking for it the instant it's coming, and that's how we get through this one.
Dodge this! Ride! Perish! See ya! You wish! Let's go! Yeah! You're nothing! You wish! Back at you! Take this! Over here! It's over! You wish! Perish! Too slow. Back at you! Got him! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! So long! You wish! Let's go! Dodge this! Ride! Dodge this! Destroy! So long! You wish! Back off! You're through! Take this! You wish! Back off! You wish! Back at you! Back off! Back at you! Over here! So long! Back off! You wish! Over here! So long! Back off! You wish! Take this! Too slow. Too slow. Back off! Take this! This is the path I've chosen.
And there we go. That's Data of Venus wrapped up in the books. So now we can move on to our next boss. So next we're going to be taking on Dark Riku. I'm going to make some changes here to my abilities. I may change them back before this boss gets killed. I will put a list of the final ability list at the bottom in the description of what I generally use for all of these and what small tweaks I make for each boss. So don't worry about like really clipping it. You should be able to see it below. And this guy's thing is that I'm sure there's a pattern to his attacks in some way, shape, or form, but it seems like he kind of just does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, including his desperation move. So, the big point of learning with him was figuring out the timing on the desperation move, and counter kick gives you a lot more iframes for quite a bit of time, and that is what we end up using to kind of normalize our button inputs throughout the DM in a way that we don't have to think about it too much. And once we get through the desperation move, there's another ability that's really easy to punish in Phase 2 where he makes this big, like, upside down pyramid of these mines, and if you can kind of like get through them, you get free damage on him. We managed to get 3 of those in our kill attempt, and that's a great boon in being able to get through the boss. So, here is our Dark Riku.
Darkness! Back off!
Who's stronger? Come on! I'm done with you! One more! Darkness! Think fast!
Later! Back at you! You like it? Take this! Later! Back off! Got him! Yeah! See ya! Yeah! So long!
Try again!
Come on!
Think fast!
Back
One
at
more!
ya.
Darkness!
You like it? Later!
One more!
Over here! See ya!
Who's stronger? Come on! I'm done with you!
Back at
I'm
you.
unstoppable! One more! One more!
Take this! Later! Back off!
One more!
Back at you! Later! Later!
One more!
Later! Got him! It's over!
Try again! Think fast!
Back
One
off.
more!
Come on! Take this!
Who's stronger? I'm done with you!
Later!
One more!
Back off!
Who's stronger? Think fast!
Later! You like it? One more! Over here! See ya!
Try again! I'm done with you!
Later!
Alright, and there is Dark Riku. Good deal. So next we are going to turn our focus over to Larxene.
This one isn't responding yet.
Honestly, the toughest part of Larxene is the desperation moves. Her first one and her second one are both kind of challenging, and I spend probably an hour to an hour and a half learning this fight, and probably 50 minutes of that are me figuring out how to get through those desperation moves. The rest of it, she really only does 3 or 4 abilities in a rotation over and over, and then when she gets to her like weird dash around going wild phase where she like waves at you and then does something random, it's kind of like she does the first one the same way every time, and then the second and third she sometimes will alternate which one of those she's doing, but she'll always do each of them before she repeats, so once you see one, just start looking for the other one. But really the big trick here was getting the timing down on her desperation moves, which Pedro's Corner has a really good video on that, so just focus there, and this one should fall pretty easy.
What's the matter? Worm! What's the matter? What's the matter?
It's over!
Worm!
Back off!
Worm!
Take this! Back off! It's over!
Worm! What's the matter?
Back off!
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Back off!
I will break you.
It's over! Take this!
See ya.
So long! You're through! So long! Back off!
Got you now.
It's over!
What's the matter? See ya. Bye-bye.
Back off!
What's the matter? What's the matter?
So long!
Worm! What's the matter? What's the matter?
Back at you! Over here! Yeah! So long! Yeah!
Worm! No way.
Alright, so the next guy we're going to talk about is Terra Xehanort, and he's actually really, really fun. He might have been one of my favorite encounters of the initial 11. Sykes was also a lot of fun, but Terra Xehanort is probably the most challenging of the read and react encounters. He does not do the same thing every time. He is all over the place. He's very fast. You gotta get good timings and tight windows on his openings, and his desperation move is just wild with how he throws it at you. And his abilities, once you understand them and kind of read them coming, you're able to deal with them. None of them are unfair, but boy are they just quick. So this is my Terranort push, and I guess if I can give you any advice, it is that desperation move. He comes at you with that first slash faster than it seems he's going to once he starts charging up. So don't be afraid to start that dodge a little bit early. It's better to start that dodge early than to start that dodge late.
Dark times ahead. Don't let him escape. Join the shadows. Over here.
Over here! Yeah! Take this!
Over here. Over here. Is that all the light can muster? Over here.
Take this!
Over here.
Take this! Got him! Yeah! So long! Take this! Yeah!
Over here.
Back at you! Over here! Yeah! Ha-ha! Yeah! 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 Ha-ha!
Surrender. Enough. Over here. Enough. Dark times ahead.
Back off! Back off!
Don't let him escape. Join the shadows. Over here.
It's over!
Surrender! Over here!
Take this! Move on! Yeah! See ya!
Over here! Surrender! Enjoy! Over here! Over here! Enough!
Back off!
Enjoy! Enough!
Back off!
Surrender! Over here!
It's over!
Surrender! Dark times ahead! Don't let him escape! Over here!
Back off!
Over here! Over here! Join the shadows! Over here! Surrender! Enjoy! Over here! Over here! Enough!
Back at ya!
Over here! Enough!
Back off! Take this! Over here! Yeah!
Okay, so next is Marluxia, and the biggest thing I'll say about Marluxia is that his desperation move is really, really fun. When he has that desperation move where it's not just about surviving, you have to actively do things. And if you do really good at his desperation move, you actually get to use it as an opportunity to lay in some extra damage and push him closer to his final point. And then his last desperation move is kind of fun, but it's really just an exercise in counting. It's like a 5 block and then a dodge and then a 4 block and then a dodge and then like a 2 block and a 2 dodge and then a reprisal or something. It's fun, but the encounter itself is very drivable. You can do the same stuff every time to him, and he'll do the same stuff pretty much every time back at you. And then once he gets into his desperation move, it's just about kind of responding to it. His second phase, things get a little bit more tricky, and it becomes a bit more read and react, but his abilities are all very punishable and have very open windows. It feels like they're tighter than some of the other fights, but based on how he comes at you, most of them are based on reprisals and not like step-ins and whatnot. And I think that makes it a lot more intuitive for my playstyle. So, here's my first attempt and then my final attempt on Marluxia.
I'll scatter you to the wind. Ready? Back at you! Settle down! See ya! Settle down! Ready? Take this! Yeah! It's over! Settle down! Ready? Back up! Ready? Back at you! Ready? Back up! Ready? Back at you! Yeah! What? Settle down! There's no hope for you. Ready? Ready? Back up! Take this! Yeah! Settle down! Settle down! You're through! Yeah! So long! See ya! Settle down! Yeah! It's over! Settle down!
All eternity.
Ready? Hey, back up! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Settle down! Yeah! Fall! Yeah! It's over! Settle down! Ready? Back at you! See ya! Settle down! Ready? Back off! Ready? Hey! Back off! Ready? Back at you! Back off! Got him! Yeah! Take this! Settle down! There's no hope for you. Ready? Take this! Ready? Back up! Back up! Back out! Settle down! Yeah! Settle down! So long! It's over! Settle down! Yeah! Back off! Settle down! Settle down! The end is nigh. Fall! Ready? Ready? Yeah! It's over! Settle down! It's time to finish him! Ready? Ready? So long! Settle down!
So Saix was a really fun one to learn because a lot of strategies revolve around skipping his Super Berserk phase. The way mechanically that Saix works is his big desperation move that he does that is really difficult to survive, where he spends a bunch of time running around and slamming the ground and beating on everything and going crazy. That triggers when he is under 50% health and starts a double berserk phase where his blue bar fills up. So if you play him correctly and you time your reprisals and your damage right, you can skip that and never see that phase, which is a way to make this fight a lot easier. I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out, and to be honest, I just wasn't good enough, so I found a way to get through the DM and basically live through that. So we get in control of all of the rotational parts of the fight, where the driving aspects where you can do the same thing the same way every time because he does the same thing the same way every time in the same order. But we also take on that desperation move and have a good time with that. So I'll let you see this attempt, and then we'll do the kill attempt, and you can see the progress that we make on this one. It's a lot of fun.
I call on the moon's pale light. This fight is over. Abandon hope.
Back at you! So long!
Break. To dust. The moon shines down!
You're through! So long!
No escape.
Back off! Back at you! Take this! Back off! So long! See ya!
I call on the moon's pale light. This fight is over. Expire.
Yeah! See ya!
It's over.
Take this! Yeah! Back at you! Yeah! It's over!
Abandon hope.
Back off! Got him! Yeah! So long!
Expire.
It's over! Yeah! Back off! Yeah!
No escape.
You're through! Yeah! Back at you! Take this! Back off!
I call on the moon's pale light. This fight is over. Abandon hope. It's over. Expire.
Back off!
This one isn't responding yet. Yeah.
Alright, so next is going to be Ansem. And to be completely honest, after Syx and Larxene and Terra Xehanort, Ansem's not really that tough. He only took me a handful of tries. There's not too much I can even say about what we had to learn for him. The desperation moves were a little bit tricky. There's some unintuitive timings, especially around the second ability used in the first DM, where those balls converge on you and kind of trap you. Although I found that because we have so much health and defense, and because we can take so little damage from certain abilities, we can just let that trap us, and if you spam attack, you get a damage window on the other side. And so we even take advantage of that to take out Ansem. So once I get my food buff kind of put back up online here, I'll let you see the first attempt and then the kill attempt. But this guy wasn't too challenging. We got through it pretty quick.
Sleep in darkness. Come forth. Desist.
Back at it! Take this!
Embrace the dark.
See ya! So long! So long! So long!
Yield.
Back at you! Take this! Back at you! Back off!
Embrace the dark.
Back off! Back at you! Over here! Take this!
All begins and ends in darkness.
Take this! Over here! It's over! See ya!
Desist.
Back off! Take this! Back at it! Take this!
Embrace the dark.
Back off! So long! You're through! See ya! It's over!
Yield.
Back off! Back at you! Back off!
Embrace the dark.
Back off! See ya! Take this!
Submit.
It's over! So long!
Surrender to it.
See ya!
All begins
Back off! See ya!
Desist. Return to darkness. Submit. Shadow! The darkness.
As you may have guessed, after Ansem, the next one we're going to be taking on is Xemnas. Xemnas is the last boss we need before Xion and Master X open up. And what can I say about this fight, really? It was really fun. This fight's super fun. I really like... His opening is a little bit tricky because he does one of two different melee abilities, but then he kind of normalizes his rotation after that. His Desperation move is awesome. It is so fun. And once you get the timings and you understand what abilities are being used in what order during it, it makes it so that you're able to actually punish it a little bit and get a little bit of extra damage on the other side of it. I also very much enjoy his one of his abilities where he makes these three like mirrored walls in different areas, and then he'll teleport you to them and deal damage, or you can break them beforehand. I think that's just such a really cool fight, or that's just a really cool ability. That's one of the neatest abilities just from a design standpoint, I think, in this entire Data 13 situation. But ultimately, this guy was kind of like Ansem. His challenge was more in learning the rotation and less in any specific new mechanics or learning new things. I think that we picked a lot of those little idiosyncrasies up along the way in the other fights, and that's why these ones are seeming simpler. But this is the rest of the Xemnas encounter, and then I'll show you us taking him out as normal. He's a pretty cool guy. Hope you enjoy.
No escape. Be gone.
Back off! Take this!
Be gone.
This one didn't respond before.
Alright, so let's talk about Shion. Shio is really fun, really fast, has a lot of cool abilities, has a super fun desperation move, has a neat little, like, mid-phase desperation move where she gains an armor set and you have to knock her out of the armor set. It's a lot of cool stuff. The way that we get through this fight is we take advantage of the fact that we farmed out our max stats and we have a whole lot of strength. And we utilize that to get good at her first like 5 or 6 abilities and really reprise and punish those and get her into her desperation phase as fast as possible so that we can practice it, get through it, and then just push the other side of her when she's doing her more difficult ability set. So that's kind of the approach we take. I'll let you see my first attempt as well as my second attempt, and then I'll show you the kill attempt after much progress was made.
You are going where I belong. Why do you fight?
Back off! Back at you! Back off! See ya! Back off! Yeah! So long! I'm here. Take this!
You are going where I belong.
Back off! Take this! Back at you! Got him! I'm here! Back off! See ya!
I'm here.
Take this! Over here! Back off! See ya!
I'm here.
So long!
I'm here.
Back off! Take this! Back at you! Take this!
Here we go.
Back off! Take this! Back off! Back at you! Take this! Back off! Take this! Back off! Back at you!
Time to end this. Let it rain.
Take this! Back off! Take this! Over here! It's over! Back at you! Take this! Take this!
I'm here.
Back at you! Back off! Take this! Back off!
This is how it's supposed to be.
finally we have Master Xehanort. He's another drivable encounter that does the same abilities in the same order every time. So we spent a good amount of time learning that order. Really, the big challenges for me in this fight were, one, figuring out the proper place to stand during his Dark Firaga thing where you have to block the large meteor balls and dodge the lasers. Two, figuring out how to properly approach his desperation move, because it is just a lot of dodging and blocking in the right order, and it just took me a lot of time to just remember the sequence and get it internalized in my head to dance with it. And then three, getting clean attacks in on him when he does that red lasers that shoot around the arena 3 or 4 times, and then he appears in the center, and it's kind of like a trap where if you hit him after the 3rd laser, the 4th laser hits you. Figuring out how to work with that was also a point of learning for me. But once I got through all of those challenges, the rest of him kind of fell into place, and we were able to bring him home pretty easy. So this is our Master Xehanort.
I think not. Enlighten me. Kingdom Hearts. Touch he.
Back off! Got him! Take this! So long! Back off!
Shine. Judgment. Give me power. More.
So long! Take this! So long! See ya!
Take off. Take off. Take off. Was your fate accepted? Judgment! Freeze!
Back at you! Over here! Take this! It's over! See ya!
Enlighten me! Kingdom Hearts! Take off!
Take this! Got him! So long! See ya!
I think not! Shine! Judgment! Give me power!
So long! So long!
Give me power! Judgment! Keyblade!
Back off! Over here!
This is not what was...
And there's Master Xehanort. That's all 13 down. Feels pretty good. So there's our Master Belt. And now, I believe we get some more cutscene, leading to more Limit Cut.
No sign of the boy.
What a bummer. Ah!
Fairy Godmother!
Oh, I hope I didn't startle you.
Not at all. What brings you here?
Well, dear, I was asked to come by Merlin and Master Yen Sid. Now, where is... Oh, Riku. Yes, Riku is his name.
Here, I'm Riku.
Why, it's nice to meet you. Now, I'd like you to tell me about the dreams that you've been having, dear.
Huh? My dreams? There's one. It was dark, and I was surrounded by tall buildings. I was looking around for Sora when I felt someone watching me from way up high.
And?
And that's all I remember.
Ugh.
But what happens next?
Oh, I know.
Huh?
Why Riku's dream?
Oh, because Master Yen Sid was worried. You weren't having any luck finding Sora. And because Riku had been in Sora's dreams before, he thought perhaps Riku just may be the key. That's why he and Merlin asked me to come here and look into his dreams, since of course dreams are my specialty.
So, Riku's dreams might hold the key?
Yes, dear. I'm sure there's something there that leads to Sora.
In my dreams?
And the other two.
this place? At least, I'm all here. Hey! Is anyone out there? Hello?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Who's that?
Where are you?
Over here!
I see you.
Hey, aren't you?
You know me?
Yeah, you're Yozora, right?
How do you know that? Who are you?
I'm Sora. And actually, there's something I have to ask you.
Sora? You're Sora?
Huh? You know who I am?
Sure. I've heard of you.
If you're here, then this can't be the real world, can it? But wait, that girl, she told me about you. Maybe you are real after all.
Are you done? No, this isn't the real world, and I am here. But this isn't what I really look like. How'd you recognize me as Yozora?
Huh?
Why are you using Sora's name?
Because I am Sora.
If you are who you say, and it was fate that brought us here, then my path is clear.
What? Hey, wait!
I accidentally wandered into this place, and went through some trials. Then, I was told to save Sora.
Huh? Then what's with the weapon?
Time to end this. There! There!
Let's back
go.
at you!
This'll do it. You'd win.
How could...
Sorry, but I don't lose. I will save you. I've been
having these weird thoughts lately.
like...
Is any of this for real? Or not?
None of this makes sense to me.
Good stuff. Man, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun fighting those bosses. I knew we had no chance against Yozora, at least for that first one, but that's the way it goes. But don't worry, because that is what we are going to be focusing on next. This is going to be the end of this episode. I know it's a bit shorter comparatively to some of the other episodes that we've done, but the reality is, I want to give Yozora his own episode with as much information as I can possibly give for them, and then we'll wrap the series off with the easy codes after we get Yozora down and we unlock them for this save. So that should be a lot of fun. He is one of the biggest gaming challenges that exists in the current modern age. He has a lot of abilities. He has weird orders in which he can cast his stuff, although there is some sort of pattern to his madness. And we'll try and break that down a bit. And I'm just really looking forward to getting that time with that boss. I'm also really starting to think about what's on the horizon here, because the reality is we're coming pretty close to the end of this series. We have Yozora, we have the easy code merits, which they are, by definition of their names, pretty easy. I've done them on another account with the Epic Games Store, and so I know what they have entail, and they're fine. But I have not touched Yozora with the pro codes, so that should be its own beast. But that's going to be where we call this an episode. 13 bosses up, 13 bosses down. A lot of learning done, a lot of fun had, a lot of cool stuff. So I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me on this journey. If you've watched up to this point, it's been awesome hanging out with you and having you here. So I always appreciate you. Thanks for hanging. And until next time, when we fight Yozora, be good to each other, y'all.